Good morning, DWO. Dave Ross is out of the London mayoral election contest after his true plans were revealed last night on live television. We'll be joined in the studio by Timothy Williams, host of Question Time, and Conservatory's party leader Doris Thompson, who is also on the show very shortly. And later, we'll be joining Colin Robinson in the kitchen alongside a special guest as he cooks us up a treat we won't forget anytime soon.
Friday, the 12th of July 2019, live from Television Centre in London. This is Good Morning DWO with Jacqueline Potter and Christopher Wilson.
Good morning DWO, it's just gone 6 o'clock. First, some shocking news from last night. Leader of the SDIP party, Dave Ross, has been withdrawn from the mayoral leadership contest after admitting on Question Time yesterday to rigging votes for his party. This just leaves 4 parties in the running to be the new mayor of DWO London. We're joined in the studio by Timothy Wilson, host of last night's debate, and Conservatory's party leader Doris Thompson. Good morning to you both.
Good morning.
Oh, good morning, dearie.
You were both there last night. So, what went through your mind when he confessed to rigging the votes?
Oh, I couldn't believe it. It really goes to show you how corrupt the government could have been under his helm. In a lot of ways, we've got to thank him for confessing, because otherwise he'd still be in the running.
You never know how our Question Time shows will come together, and bear in mind, I've been presenting this show for over 2 decades. Yesterday's was the most shocking one to date. Our government has faced criticism for quite some time, but in comparison, Niles Cress is looking like the best option, and that's worrying. Sorry, Doris.
There'll be no free cakes for you after that comment, dearie.
Do you think there's any future for Dave Ross as a politician, Doris?
Oh, not at all. He's an evil, naughty man, and someone like that doesn't deserve to be leading our people.
All I know is that, should he be involved in politics again, he's got a lot of grovelling to do before anyone's going to trust him again.
Dave is now the 3rd major candidate that has been withdrawn from the race in less than a week, after the Eco Party's Andrea Walker has refused to have her name printed on the ballot paper and instead asked people to vote by planting a tree, which, as we all know, will not count. And Brian Reynolds, who, after appearing on Talk with Thorpe, has decided to withdraw himself as being mayor wouldn't be fun enough. Do you think everything will run smoothly for the final few days before the polls finally open on Saturday?
Oh, let's hope so, because otherwise this party leader contest will go down in history as being a complete laughingstock.
Regardless of how the election has played out currently, I have the utmost confidence that in the end, everything will turn out alright.
And thank you for those inspiring words. And thanks for joining us, Timothy.
Thanks for having me.
In just a moment, we're going to continue chatting with Doris Thompson. But first, it's competition time. Here's our Andrew Hammond with another amazing prize, and your chance to win.
Today, it's your chance to win 1 credit. Yes, 1 credit. That's 1 credit to spend on anything you like. Tax-free. Madam, what would you spend on the credit if you won? Great stuff. To be in a chance of winning, all you need to do is answer this question correctly. Who is the lead vocalist in the band Camshire? Is it A. Thomas Waterman, B. Stuart Willis, C. Jane Foster, or D. Lewis Jones? Lines are now open and close in 11 seconds time. Good luck.
A brilliant prize. Now let's once again speak to Doris Thompson, who, as you might have heard, is here to speak about her party policies and her love of baking cakes. So Doris, it's been a big part of your manifesto since you've decided to run for mayor, but you have plans to introduce your own bus called the Doris Bus. What's that all about?
Oh, well, Christopher dearie, London just doesn't have enough transport around, you know. And with the London Underground closing, we need some faith restored in the transport system. The Doris buses would be very reliable, eco-friendly, and most importantly, packed with free tea and cakes for all.
Oh, you do love your cakes, don't you? Well, I've heard some rumours that should you win the election, that you want to build a new tower called the Tower of Fondant, where the Tower of London once stood. Is that true?
Oh, that would be an absolute dream, you know. What could be better than a tower made of fondant icing?
A tower made of actual minerals?
Oh, well, you could say that, dearie. But I think we all know fondant icing is very much better.
It wouldn't be very practical though, would it?
Oh, of course it would be, dearie. The tower wouldn't actually be made from fondant, you know. It'd just be made to look like that. And there'd be an exhibition inside of famous cakes from around the world. We'd call the exhibition a celebration of cakes.
Sounds expensive to say the least. You've also proposed that all new housing will come with a conservatory. Why is that?
Oh, well, I think the idea of having an indoor space that lets in 360 degrees of natural light is a very appealing idea. Especially for ones like me that like to have their afternoon tea outdoors, but without actually having to go outdoors, all those insects and bugs.
If you say so. Now, obviously, we know that you'd like your cakes, but something that might surprise our viewers is that you're actually a bit of a baker yourself. Am I right?
Ooh, well, you're a bit thick, aren't you, dearie? Before I started running for mayor, I worked as a baker, and still do, and I love making cakes because they bring joy to all. Cakes are quite evidently my jam, dearie, and I aim to make cake free for everyone should I become the new mayor of London.
Seeing as you like your cakes so much, would you like to join our resident chef Colin in the kitchen, who's going to be looking at some brand new cake-making gadgets?
Oh, I would very much so be delighted, dearie.
Make your way over to the kitchen and we'll join you in a moment.
Hello and welcome to my kitchen. As Chris said, today we'll be having a look at some of the brand new kitchen gadgets you can get these days to make baking in your own home an absolute piece of cake. Hi Doris, welcome. Good to have you in my kitchen. Obviously you're a big cake person, so today we've brought in a brand new invention that claims it can bake a whole cake from anything.
Oh, that does sound very exciting.
Say hello to the Julie Cake 2000.
Oh, what an inventive name. You should rename it to Doris,
Oh, I don't think so. Ha ha ha.
Oh, well, Doris would be a much better name.
Anyway, this machine can make anything out of spare ingredients you have lying around in your kitchen.
Anything?
Yes, anything.
Oh, well, that does sound rather extraordinary.
Now, let's lift up the lid and put some ingredients inside. Let's see what we've got. Let's put a bunch of eggs, half a stack of raw pork, a lingering potion of fire resistance, and, I know, a crafting table. Now, let's close the lid, press the big red button and let the magic happen. And just like that, cake perfection.
Oh, how exciting. Can I have a taste?
Of course you can.
Ooh, that is delicious. That is what I call a scrumptious cake. You can really taste the pork. How much for this machine?
Well, these machines are available now for just 350,000 credits in most good department stores. Would you like to have a shot yourself, Doris? We've still lots of ingredients left.
Oh, thanks a bunch, dearie. I'd love to. Right, so you open the lid.
Yes, and then place the ingredients you choose inside.
Oh, right. Well, we'll start with some sugar, of course. Then some of this beetroot, maybe an egg or two, some gunpowder, a totem of undying, 12 stacks of mossy cobblestone, 3 raw salmon, and a lingering potion of regeneration. And, how about a carrot? I think that's probably quite enough now. So I'll just close the lid and press the big red button. Ooh, it's all ready. I'm really amazed at how quick this can rustle up a nice scrumptious cake in a matter of minutes. Oh, that is lovely. Maybe could have used some more Ooh. Colin, dearie, I didn't put any carrot in there, did I? I must have gotten a little carried away with all those ingredients. Oh, Colin, dearie, I don't feel so good.
Someone call 999.
Well, I'm very sorry about that, everyone. We're just getting Doris checked over backstage, and we're going to make sure she's okay.
Doris seems like a tough cookie. I'm sure she'll be okay.
I'm afraid that's all we have time for in the kitchen, so while we wait to hear about Doris, let's take a short break. You're watching Good Morning DWO.